At first I thought the human world was run by smart people. I now realize it's full of idiot apes. Isn't that a riot? Silence. Excuse me, everyone. You heard the word from the bird guys. Shut up.
Hi, Miss Barbara. Merry Christmas. Great party, huh?
Yes, it's totally a great Christmas party. And now, the point of this video, the reading of the Jayjay and Jackie pilot episode. Take it away, Tanner. Hey, thanks for the intro, Jackie. Hi, I'm Tanner Bobine, founder of Imaginami Studios and the creator of Scarlet Panda, The Toy Kids, Forestville State Park, Amelia Mallow, and Jayjay and Jackie. And today, I'm going to read the pilot episode of Jayjay and Jackie, in which I wrote myself.
Tanner!
Not now, Carrie. I'm a little busy right now.
One cookie, one little cookie.
Fine. I'll give you one little cookie. Here, fetch.
Yahoo!
Okay, and now, the reading of the Jayjay and Jackie pilot episode. Nothing is normal. This is the story of Jackie Barbera, the mammoth raccoon, a gluttonous Hanna-Barbera-loving food thief. Let's see what japes and shenanigans this balloon coon gets into today. The pilot begins with some coins entering a vending machine. Some nacho chips get stuck. Jackie says, banks the machine, no! And banks the machine again, come on! She tries to reach for them, but she fails. And she looks into her bag of tricks and grabs a dinosaur stick puppet. Come on, Jerry. Bing! Jerry, you're useless. Just a reminder that this is kind of based on one of my favorite movies, Over the Hedge. Anyway, Jackie reaches for a boomerang, throws it, but it fails to break the machine. What? She rages and breaks the machine with her golf club and notices a cave. Hey, Vincent. No, bad idea. Her tummy growls. Fine. Curse my gluttony! She grabs her fishing stick and launches it like a grappling hook and goes up to the cave. Okay, she grabs a few bags, but notices the motherload of food. Sweet hallelujah! Vincent roars, but then goes back to sleep. Jackie, how am I gonna get the motherload? She sneaks past the sleeping Vincent. Okay, just take what you need, you gluttonous devil, you. She takes all the food and puts it in a red wagon like the one from Over the Hedge. I'm surprised that bears are heavy sleepers, and I'm heavy sometimes. She puts a life raft under the wagon and launches her into the exit of the cave. Phew, didn't wake him up. She notices the Sprinkles can. Oh yeah, no, bad idea. Ugh. She takes the Sprinkles can and puts coffee in Bear's hand. She opens up the can and it wakes him up. Jackie? The one and only! And then Vincent says, the moon's not full. You woke me up a few hours early? He notices the wagon full of food. Oh no, not this again. Don't tell me you're trying to steal my food again. No. Yes. I'm gonna have to kill you. Please. We mammoth raccoons are small, but we can do, and Jackie blows herself up to massive size like mammoth, but, she is a mammoth raccoon. Anyway, this! Vincent chuckles. Please, I know you're kind. You do that to make yourself bigger. And then Jackie says, well, that's mammoth coon logic for you. Her big butt bumps the food wagon away. Oops. And then Vincent says, oh no! And pushes Jackie out of the way and chases his wagon. Oh, no! And he stops his wagon on the road. Phew! And then Jackie deflates back to normal. Woo! That was close. And then Vincent and his wagon gets run over by a truck off screen. Bam! Oof! Oof, oof, double oof. Well, after trying to kill me, it looks like he's the one who dies. No, too soon, me. Too soon. And Jackie crosses the road around Vincent's dead corpse and back to the vending machine. Her pa taps the vending machine and drops the chips. And Jackie grabs the chips and says, you're the reason why I'm in this mess. And she puts the bag of chips into her bag of tricks. She walks back to the flattened food and dead bear corpse. Sorry, Vincent. And she grabs the flattened Sprinkles. Sorry, Sprinkles. She sees another truck. Eep! She ducks and survives. Phew. Jackie was running around looking for food. Also found some stuff to put in her bag of tricks. Just then, a paper blows into her face. Huh? She sees all the food on it and Sprinkles. Yeah, right. She also sees an ad for Tree Mansion, or the Tree Clubhouse, or Mountain Tree House, whatever I like to call it, and it says, new clubmate needed. Clubmate? She notices a sign that says, come to Camelot, the ticket to suburban paradise. Camelot, huh? She sees the suburban neighborhood. Well, Camelot, here I come. We transition to morning, and Carrie's drool drips on JJ's face from the bunk bed. And JJ says, "Ah! Oh, that was drool! Drool, drool, drool!" And then JJ notices that was morning. And then Carrie wakes up. Huh? "Oh, morning, JJ!" JJ says, "Morning, Carrie." "I gotta take a pee-pee," Carrie says. And then JJ says, "Not in the indoor pool." Ugh. Gotta wake the others up. Finished. "Nope, still more," Carrie says.
Hey, old timer, is this gonna take long, or hurt long? Cause I've got a Digital Circus Episode 7 premiere party to go to, and Smarty's in charge of the food.
"Well, you funny bunny shippers will have to wait. This is more important than Pomni right now."
Fine. And I don't even like Funny Bunny.
Continue, Tanner. Thank you, Jackie. Anyway, JJ flies to the microphone. "Okay, time to wake up. Let's do stuff." Then JJ gets an idea. "There's a skunk in your bed." And everybody watches it to the kitchen to JJ. JJ laughs. Never gets old. "Okay, guys, what do you want to do today?" Pendleton says, "We could stay in and work on projects." Petula Pendleton's sister says, "No, that's stupid. We should do a fashion show." Pendleton says, "We did that yesterday." And then Jackie sees the fighting from the Penguin twins. And then Jackie says, "Hey," everyone stops fighting. "I have a better idea." And then JJ says, "Who are you?" "Oh, where are my manners?" Jackie says. "Jackie Barbera of the Mammoth Raccoon's the name. Getting food and having a bag of tricks is my game. Or games. I heard you guys don't have any ideas for today, so I thought I would come in and help you guys." And then JJ says, Okay. I don't think we need a raccoon in our paradise house." And then Jackie says, "Excuse me?" And then she blows up like Mammoth Butt grows big and round. "A mammoth raccoon!" Everyone is surprised and amazed. Carrie says, "How did you do that?" And then Jackie shrinks back to normal and says, "Simple, balloon sacks, indestructible and immoral." Or whatever. JJ says, "Oh, what? Why? There's no way she can get bigger like that. It's not scientifically possible." "Really? Is this not scientifically possible?" And then Jackie makes a helicopter out of her tail. Pendleton says, "Whoa." Petula says, "Jeepers." Wendy the White Lion says, "Wow." Cold Koala says, "I don't even have a tail." And then Jackie says, "How's that not scientifically possible?" And then JJ says, Okay. You win, Jackie. You can stay." And then Jackie says, "Thank you. Oh, and one more thing. You have a mountain, and I don't see any others. Is that normal?" And then JJ says, "Mountain? What are you Oh, right. Our party room. Right through the door, opens the door to shows the party room, is our private paradise with a game sphere, which is like a GameCube in their world, a 25-inch rear projection TV, water slide entrance, and elevator to other rooms, big pool and bigger hot tub. Yeah, we live like kings." And Jackie says, "Live like kings is right, but why keep it all hidden?" And then JJ says, "Gladys, she hates fun." Jackie says, "Hater of fun? Sounds like evil." JJ says, "It is. She's a Karen of a president of the Homeowners Association. While those guys are cool with fun, Gladys is not." And then we cut to nighttime showing Gladys walking home. And Gladys talking on her phone. "Hi, this is Gladys DeCaren. You're president of the Homeowners Association. Right. The Homeowners Charter, which you signed, says the grass is only to be 12 inches, but my measuring stick says yours is 2.5, and then closes the door. Jackie says, "So what's wrong with grass not being the right size? Nobody's perfect." And then JJ says, "And look what happens if you make her mad." Jackie looks out the window and she says, "Listen, if you don't mow your grass 2 inches, I will evict you. Thank you for your time." And then Jackie says, "Kicking people out of their house for not being perfect, that is evil." And then JJ says, "Yeah, that's why we keep all the cool stuff hidden." And then Jackie says, "Well, I mean, we can't just let her win like this. We gotta do something about this. And if you guys won't, I will. Because not only I can blow myself up," and then she inflates herself, "but also morphs her inflated body to having smooth, buff arms, chest, and legs. I also shape my inflated self to different characters for disguises." Wendy says, "You're hot." And then Gladys says, "I swear, these suburbs are falling apart." And then she hears knocking on the door, and she says, "Who could that be?" And then Jackie, with a disguised voice, says, "Greetings, person! Puff Buffley, here for my top-selling book, On Your Buns Now!" And then Gladys says, "Oh, Puff Buffley, huh? Never heard of you." And then Jackie says, "It's the first time meeting me. Say, you have some very tight and un-iron-like buns." And Gladys says, "Yep, not big at all, just the way I like it." And then Jackie says, "I can't let you have that. Butts are supposed to be bulbous, and I'll help you with my patented ironizing butt burn. Ha 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 ha. Now you, but use the special chant, Amal Upi Nacha." And then Gladys says, "Amal Upi Nacha." Then Jackie brings out her bag of tricks and starts stuffing it with food. And then she says, "Now faster!" And then Gladys says, "I'm a loopy nut chop." Jackie says, "Faster." Gladys goes, "I'm a loopy nut chop. I'm a loopy nut chop." Jackie chuckles. I love that joke. She grabs some tater tots and says, "Ugh, tater tots, how offensive." Puts them back and notices Sprinkles. Sprinkles! Grabs them and puts them in her bag. And then Gladys says, "Okay, what now?" And then Jackie says, meow. Gladys goes, "Ah! I'm calling the police!" And then Jackie goes, "Oh, no, you don't." Gladys deflates her, and Jackie flies with her tail. Gladys grabs her broom and says, "On guard!" Jackie says, "You on guard!" A big fight goes on as JJ and the others look out Gladys' window. Pendleton says, "I cannot believe it." Petula says, "Jeepers, Jackie's actually standing up to Gladys." Cole says, "That's never been done." Everyone looks at each other and cheers for Jackie. "Go, Jackie! Go, Jackie!" Wendy says, "Show that crazy witch who's boss. Replace the W with a B." That's a swear innuendo or whatever. Anyway, Carrie says, "Jay, why aren't you cheering for her?" And JJ says, "I still don't trust her." And then Carrie says, "Come on, if Gladys is gone, she won't bother us in our house." The thought of it makes JJ rip his feathers off. With Jackie fan merchant cheers like crazy. "Go, Jackie! Beat that evil Karen witch!" Gladys says, "Have some fruit." And Jackie says, "I will, it's part of a balanced diet." Gladys says, "Ooh, I like the chips." Jackie says, "Would you like some ketchup with those eyes?" Gladys throws celery at Jackie's face. "Ah, celery trauma!" And Gladys says, "Yes! Victory is mine!" And as all hope is lost, the police are driving up to Gladys' house. While Gladys puts back her food, stupid raccoon, the police bust in. You're under arrest." And then Gladys says, "What for?" "Thievery. You're going to jail for a long time, lady." And Gladys says, "What? I didn't do it. You can't arrest me. I'm president of the Homeowners Association." And then the cops pile up on her as the news comes on. The anchorman says, "Breaking news! A drunk woman was arrested last night and knocked out a policeman." Jackie and her new friends were watching the report. And then JJ says, "Well, you defeated Gladys and saved our home from her. You are now an official member of the Treehouse Gang." And then Jackie says, "Okay, this is now the best day of my freaking life." And then the narrator comes back, says, Well, Jackie has a home now. And now all we have to do is enjoy their little antics." The end. Well, that's all for now from JJ and Jackie. But as soon as we make our studio more public, there'll be a whole bunch of surprises for JJ and Jackie. So, from all of us here at Imaginami Studios,
Excuse me.
and Carrie, we'll see you
Over
over
the
the hedge
hedge.
with JJ and Jackie.
Right?
Anything else you'd like to add, Carrie?
Oh, I can put my ABCs.
Well, we hope to see you all soon. We hope you have a Merry Christmas, and we hope you enjoy the Amazing Digital Circus Episode 7. Thanks for watching. Bye.
JJ and Jackie. It may be your backyard, but it's their world.
X, Y, Z.